Hello, and thank you for joining the First Service Connect webinar series. In this webinar, we will be covering the Admin tab. We will take a look at the Users and Properties section, the Wisdom, which is Widely Integrated Solutions for Data and Operational Management, known as in Connect as the Property Data Input Form. We're going to review updating your contact info. Back into our Internet Explorer 9 for Connect access to be best utilized, and we'll select Admin. Let's start with the Users tab. One of the first things that you should do when you log in is do a search for your username and select the pencil on the far right hand side of your login. The pencil will translate into editing that view, or we can then edit the profile. Always spot check to make sure we spelled your name properly. Alright, you can change that. Make sure that we also selected the right title for you. And if for some reason the user type doesn't seem to jive with your position, simply let us know and we can make those changes accordingly. Any contact information found here will be pulled into various dashboards for Connect as well as our Customer Care Center down in Florida. You should definitely get your email address in here, as well as your office phone. Again, this is for internal use only. So if you're in a position that requires use of your cell phone, by all means, get that in there as well. Fax, and I hope you don't have a pager. Resident Alert PIN we'll cover in a later series, but this is where you can select a 4-digit PIN for yourself to be able to send out phone blasts to your community. Enter that PIN into both fields to confirm, and then check off Access to Resident Alert. Select Submit. There you go, your user profile is up to date. The only time that you may need to come back in here is if you have a change in title or if any of your contact information changes along the way. In the Properties section, you can select details to any of the properties that you have access to, and it'll bring you into a similar profile, just like we were looking at for the Users tab. Select Edit. Here too, spot check the legal name for accuracy. The short name is how it will appear in Connect as well as on any of your letter communications. And of course, the address. If the community is cited, I would recommend you include that address and all of the contact information to go with it. If the community is a portfolio and you're working in one of our corporate offices, typically you'll include the address of the office you're working within. We select the office that you're managed out of upon setup of the community, but I would just take a chance to spot check this one as well to ensure the right mailing address makes it onto all of your communications. If the community has their own logo, you can upload it here. If not, we can throw in the First Service Residential logo for you as well. That will appear on all emails and letters. In the Violations tab, there's a few things to set up. Where do you want the call center, customer care, emails to go to? If you're the manager, typically you're going to add your email here. Who do the violation letters need to come from? This is in alphabetical order by first name. So simply select the property manager. This way anybody who logs in to complete a violation letter, the manager's name will appear on the bottom. Return address for violation letters. You can either use the property address that was found in the Info tab here for the property profile, or you can select any one of our corporate offices. The signature block is a way for you to add anything along the lines of the board of directors or any committees that you might be communicating on behalf of. You can even set up some extra text preceding and succeeding the association name simply by changing these options within the drop-down. Go ahead and click Submit here. always click Submit before moving on to another tab, and we'll select Wisdom. Again, Wisdom stands for Widely Integrated Solutions for Data and Operational Management. Various fields will pull from other sections of Connect. So as we updated our Info tab, it will pull into Wisdom. Whoever the community manager is will automatically default here as well. If a regional or executive business leader have access to the association, their names will appear in the drop-down. Please just go through all of these fields, and this will pull into various databases where we can then evaluate the data. If you're unsure of any of the answers here, simply reach out to your executive director. And then take a quick scroll down this list. You'll see some important information pertaining to the year it was built, whether who's controlling the board from the developer or the homeowner side, the type of units, the styles of them, the square footage, number of bedrooms, and along the bottom here, various amenities, some of which may not apply to your building. Simply put 0 if it doesn't apply. If it does apply, put the total quantity and whether or not you have access. Along the bottom, simply upon completion, mark it completed. If you're coming back to visit again later, mark it as a work in progress, and always click Submit.